The average small team wastes $1,400 a year on SaaS, and they don't lose it on the tools they cancel. They lose it on the tools they forgot they're paying for. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact 5-step audit process to cut your software bill in half this weekend, without losing a single capability your team actually uses. If you've ever opened your bank statement, seen a $39 charge and thought, "What is that and why am I paying for it?" Hit like. This is Workflow Wednesday, and this episode of Is It Worth It is the one that pays for itself. Last episode on Is It Worth It, we broke down whether the all-in-one platforms are worth bundling into. The answer for most of you was no, and that's exactly why your stack is bloated and exactly why this audit exists. Today we fix it. Stack Made Simple is where we do the research so you don't have to. Every Workflow Wednesday, we go through the pricing pages, the documentation, and hundreds of community threads and give you the verdict. No hype, just the numbers. New here? Subscribe. We drop reviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Here's the problem. SaaS pricing is designed to be invisible. Monthly charges are small enough to ignore, automatic enough to forget, and sticky enough that canceling feels like more work than it's worth. The hidden cost isn't the tool you're using. It's the 4 seats you're paying for on a team of 2, the annual plan that renewed for a tool you replaced in March, and the pro tier you upgraded to for one feature you used once. And the moment you'll regret not watching this, the moment you actually add it up. Community data from r/SaaS shows teams routinely discovering 20 to 40% of their software spend is on tools nobody has opened in 90 days. That's not a rounding error, that's a salary line. For Is It Worth It? Season 1, Episode 3, we analyzed how teams actually cut their SaaS bills. We went through 300 plus threads across r/SaaS, r/productivity, and r/startups from the last 12 months. Every "How do I reduce my software cost" post, and every "I cut my stack by X% breakdown" we could find, and reverse engineered the audit process that consistently works. We cross-referenced that community pattern against the published pricing and plan structures of the most commonly bloated tool categories. The result is a repeatable 5-step process, not a list of tips. Let's run it. Step 1. Export everything. Find the ghost subscriptions. Verdict first. You cannot cut what you cannot see, and you are paying for tools you've forgotten exist. The process. Pull your last 12 months of card and bank statements, filter to recurring charges, and list every single one. Not the ones you remember, all of them. Across the r/SaaS threads we analyzed, the single most repeated discovery was the ghost subscription, a charge that survived a tool migration because nobody canceled the old one. 3 data points from the community pattern. Teams report an average of 3 to 5 forgotten subscriptions per audit. The most commonly orphaned categories are project management, design tools, and email marketing, because those are the ones people switch most often. And the typical ghost subscription has been running for 7+ months before it's caught, because annual billing hides it for a full year at a time. Who this matters most for? Anyone who has switched tools in the last 2 years. Who can skip it? A brand new founder on day 1 with 3 tools. You have nothing to find yet. Step 2. The seat audit. You're paying for people who left. Quick note, some links in the description are affiliate links, and we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Verdict first. Per-seat pricing is where the quiet money leaks, and almost every team is over-provisioned. Most SaaS is billed per user per month. When someone leaves, or when you added seats to be safe, those seats keep billing. Airtable, for example, charges $20 to $24 per seat per month on its team plan. 3 unused seats is $720 a year on one tool. 3 data points. Log into each tool's admin or billing panel and compare seats paid versus seats with activity in the last 30 days. Community reports in r/startups consistently show teams over-provisioned by 20 to 30% on seat count, and the fix takes under 5 minutes per tool. Most platforms let you reduce seats at the next billing cycle with 2 clicks. Here's where a tool like Airtable actually earns its keep. If you're genuinely using it as a relational database for a team that needs structured data, $24 a seat is defensible. Who it's for? Data-heavy teams replacing a tangle of spreadsheets. Who should skip it? A solo operator using it as a glorified to-do list. You're paying database prices for a checklist. How many paid seats are on your biggest tool right now versus how many people actually log in? Drop the gap in the comments. I read every one. Step 3. The 90-day usage rule. Kill the zombies. Verdict first. If a tool hasn't been opened in 90 days, it is not a tool. It's a donation. The rule is simple, and it removes the emotion. Any subscription with no meaningful use in 90 days gets canceled. Not paused, not "I'll get to it," canceled. You can always resubscribe in the 30 seconds it takes, and SaaS rarely deletes your data immediately. 3 data points. Across the r/productivity threads we analyzed, the 90-day rule was the single most cited heuristic for cutting bloat. Teams applying it report cutting 25 to 40% of line items in the first pass. And the psychological trick that makes it work. You're not judging whether the tool is good, only whether you used it. That reframe is why people who couldn't find anything to cut suddenly find 5 things. Who this is for? Anyone whose stack has grown organically over more than a year. Who should skip it? Seasonal businesses. A tax tool unused since April is not a zombie, it's dormant. Use a 12-month window instead. Step 4. Consolidate. 1 tool, not 3. Verdict first. Most teams pay for 3 overlapping tools where 1 capable tool would do. And Notion is the most common consolidation winner for documents, wikis, and light project tracking. This is where Sean would tell you that you need a specialized tool for each function, and then contradict himself next week. Ignore that. The community pattern is clear. Consolidation is where the biggest single-dollar savings come from, because you're not trimming a seat, you're deleting an entire line item. Notion's paid plans run roughly $10 to $12 per seat per month, and the recurring/productivity story is teams folding a separate docs tool, a separate wiki, and a lightweight task tracker into one Notion workspace, killing 2 subscriptions to keep 1. 3 data points. Notion replaces, on average, 2 to 3 discrete tools per the consolidation threads we reviewed. The break-even is immediate when those replaced tools each cost more than the seat you're keeping. And the hidden win is context switching. 1 workspace instead of 3 logins. Who Notion is perfect for? A small team drowning in scattered docs, a wiki nobody updates, and a task list in a 3rd app. Consolidate and cut. Who should skip Notion? Teams with heavy, structured relational data needs. That's an Airtable job, not a Notion job. Or regulated firms needing purpose-built software. A law firm tracking matters in trust accounting shouldn't run on a general wiki. That's what a vertical tool like Clio exists for. And trying to save $12 a month by forcing it into Notion will cost you far more in compliance risk. Before the last step, the audit is a lot easier when you have the template. The 2026 Founder Stack includes the exact SaaS audit spreadsheet we built for this episode. Every column pre-built, the 90-day rule baked in, and a seat tracker that does the math for you. I'm giving it away free, so you don't have to build it from scratch. Link in the description at stackmadesimple.com/stack. Step 5. Downgrade before you cancel. The tier trap. Verdict first. Before you cancel a tool you still need, check whether you're on a tier you've outgrown. Most people upgrade for one feature and never come back down. The tier trap is the subtlest leak. You hit a wall once, upgraded to Pro for a single feature, solved the problem, and kept paying the Pro price forever. Across the r/SaaS threads, downgrade, don't cancel, was the recurring advice for tools that are genuinely useful but overpaid for. 3 data points. List the one feature that justified each upgrade, then ask if you still use it monthly. Community reports show roughly 1 in 3 Pro subscriptions can drop a tier with 0 practical loss. And the savings compound. A $34 a month tier difference is over $400 a year per tool. Who this is for? Anyone who's been on the same tools for over a year without revisiting their plan. Who should skip it? Teams actively scaling into the higher tier on purpose. Don't downgrade out of a feature you're about to need. Here's the verdict for Is It Worth It Season 1, Episode 3. Run all 5 steps in order this weekend. The audit start to finish. Export every recurring charge and kill the ghost subscriptions. Audit seats against actual logins and drop the dead ones. Apply the 90-day rule and cancel the zombies. Consolidate overlapping tools. Notion for docs, wikis, and light tasks. Keep purpose-built tools like Airtable for structured data and Clio for legal workflows where they genuinely earn it. Then downgrade any tier you've outgrown before you cancel anything you still need. By your situation. Solo founder or 2 to 3 person team? Steps 1, 3, and 5 will get you most of the way. You'll likely cut 30 to 40% in an afternoon. Growing team of 5 to 15. Step 2, the seed audit, is your biggest single win. Over-provisioning is where your money is. Bloated stack built over 2+ years, run all 5. This is exactly who the 50% cut is built for. The realistic target from the community data, a 30 to 50% reduction on the first pass. Notion plans start around $10 per seat, Airtable team around $20 to $24 per seat, and Clio's plans are priced per the legal practice tier you need. All linked in the description. 6 months from now, you'll either be running a lean stack you actually control, or you'll be reading the same statement, paying the same ghost charges, wondering where the budget went. The audit is the difference. That cuts your bill. But there's one problem the audit doesn't solve. Once you've cut to the essential tools, how do you know the ones you kept are actually the right ones, and not just the ones you're used to? Picking the wrong tool to keep is a more expensive mistake than any subscription you canceled today. That's the next Is It Worth It episode. If this just saved you a few $100s a year, the like button is right there. Subscribe and you'll get every Is It Worth It episode the week it drops. The full SaaS audit spreadsheet is part of the 2026 Founders Stack, free at stackmadesimple.com/stack. Pre-built columns, the seat math, the 90-day flag,